So, have you started to see a change in your relationship with alcohol? A change in your decisions regarding drinking or not drinking? And if you participated in Dry January, you may have noticed some changes. If you tried but you gave into drinking, well, that is okay. Do not give up. Any time is a good time to put aside the booze. Sometimes just the fact that we thought about abstaining for a month is a positive start in the right direction. Hello everyone, I'm Jess, and this is the final episode of our Quitting Drinking series for January, but I will continue to put content out on this channel with the underlying theme addressing sobriety, improving our lives, and becoming free of the things that can get us stuck on the path to the life that we want. So if you want to support the work of this channel, please give me a subscribe, maybe a like, and your feedback is always welcome. And if there's any topic that you want me to address, let me know and I will do my best to do so. So let's talk more about our quitting drinking journey. So if you've taken some time away from alcohol this month, you've probably started to notice some changes happening. So how does your body feel? What about your mind? You may have noticed that you're finally sleeping better. You might also see a shift maybe in your attitude. Are you being more proactive, more motivated? Do you have a more positive outlook that includes more possibility and potential? But if you still have a case of the grumpies, that's okay. As long as you notice, that is the gateway to improvement. Now, obviously, if you've been watching my videos, you know that my approach to quitting drinking is from the perspective of disordered drinking because that is my personal experience. And people have many reasons for quitting alcohol. Maybe you were sober curious, which is great, but now that you have given it a go, whether you abstained for the whole month or not, you might be asking yourself whether or not you will continue on this path or try again. I would always encourage you to keep trying and stay on the sober path. If you are unsure about this, I'm going to suggest a way that can help, but it will require willingness and action on your part. And the first thing will require you to pull out a pen and paper, or if you're anything like me, lots of paper. I recommend getting really clear and present before you start this process. Put any notion of perfectionism aside and have an open mind. Nobody has to see what you're going to write. You can even throw it away afterwards if you want. We are doing stream of consciousness brainstorming here. Write down what you want your life to look like in 10 years. This includes everything: relationships and health, education, finances, business, hobbies you want to develop, actual material things you might want, experiences you want to have, places to go, things to see, and most importantly, things you want to overcome in life. Things maybe you previously wouldn't even dare to dream because you lost hope while you were in the despair of drinking. Go big here. What does this life look like? Don't hold back. I know this can be challenging. Trust me, I've done this myself. After you've done that, next I want you to shorten that timeline. Let's bring it closer to 5 years in relation to your very current situation. And if we continue on our current path, what is our life going to look like in 5 years? Does it look like we're heading in the direction of our 10-year dream plan? Keep in mind, this 10-year dream, it can absolutely change as your priorities and values evolve. They always do. Nothing is set in stone. And looking at your current situation, whether you're drinking or not, look at what your current mindset is and the actual path that you are on today. If it's not in alignment with what you really want, write down a completely different life that would be happening right here and now in this instant going forward in the next 5 years. Writing these things down is important because it makes you think outside of the box and it just cements these things more in your personal values. And a lot of times our drinking smothers out our personal values, and we really want to fix that right now. Think outside the box in such a way that you imagine a future where you don't have a fixed mindset and that you have no concern about what other people are thinking about you. This is your own path. This is to get you thinking without limitations, and most limitations, well, they're created right in our minds. Imagine and describe a you who believes that anything is possible, who deeply feels pure potential, and who no longer has a sense of hopelessness. If we keep drinking, how will that life look like in 5 years? Will we even still be here to see it? You mustn't give in to despair here. We are doing the work to change the way our minds work. And if we are still in the cycle of drinking, it's going to be really challenging, but I promise you it's a worthwhile exercise. We need to change the patterns that alcohol use has programmed in our minds. We are actually reorganizing our neural pathways. We must decide that life is worth living and be willing to create that worthwhile life. All this starts with creating a new mind within ourselves, starting right now. Actually write down what you want your new habits to look like. What does your new mindset look like? You can even create a system for yourself. What would happen if you started right now, not putting it off any longer? Write down what and why you want to change right now. How will you do it? Get real and gritty and detailed here. And when will you do it? I would recommend executing your plan immediately. But remember this, the man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Be realistic about how you will start. Start small if you need to. Minor changes will eventually lead to significant changes. You can do this. And I believe in you. Any experience you have with abstinence from alcohol will be opening a doorway for you to the possibility of longer-term sobriety. Just imagine a life where alcohol is no longer on your radar, something that you put in the past and you kept it there. There is a sense of empowerment that comes with that notion. Your physical and mental health will keep improving, and it can get better and better, and a sense of well-being and resilience can increase every day. I hope this resonates with you, my friends. None of this is going to work without willingness to be honest and keeping the promises you make to yourselves. If you haven't made any promises to yourself, I challenge you to do so. I know it's scary. Trust me, I really know this, but I dare you to do it. Promise yourself the very best. That starts with taking care of your mind, and then the rest will be possible. Have trust in this process. Every one of us has a very unique relationship with alcohol. It's all based on our individual experiences, the way our psyches are conditioned, our genetic makeups, our brain chemistry, and mostly our deeply habituated ways. So we really can't compare ourselves to anyone else in the strict sense. Honor your unique experience and circumstances in complete surrender and acceptance. And there is advice all over the internet on how to quit drinking, but it is a profound and personal issue. Self-inquiry, deep inner contemplation, and a commitment to personal honesty are imperative to this process. True motivation always follows action. It's not the other way around. And as you continue on the path to sobriety, you can find many resources and support. Sometimes face-to-face meetings are helpful, online communities, or a supportive friend or family member. And if you aren't feeling supported, find something that does support your goals. And I always recommend reading books. And if you don't actually read books, listen to audiobooks. Anything you can do to start changing the way your mind works. So in closing, we've talked about proactive exercises we can do to begin to change the way our minds are working. I encourage you to give it a go. And if you're still watching this video, well, congratulations. You are doing great and you are on the path to the worthwhile life that you are creating for yourself. No matter where you are on the path, keep going. Work on your mind, work on your awareness, and stay present in your body in this very moment. So please share this video with somebody who might be encouraged by it. And once again, if you support the work that I'm doing here, please subscribe, give me a like, and I would love to see your positive comments below. Thank you for being here with me today, and I will see you next time.